Greetings and salutations, Vespa loving friends. This is Steve from Vespa Motorsport in Scooter West in sunny San Diego. It's January morning. A local customer by the name of Doug rode this scooter in today for some routine servicing. This is a bike that we built for him a good year and a half ago. It's a white, as you can tell, 300 Super, 2014. Doug's an avid motorcyclist, takes a lot of pride in ownership of his vehicles. He came to us with the vision for this bike after seeing a lot of our videos, and this is what we came up with. So we're going to talk very quickly about some of the custom accessories that are done on this scooter. All these accessories are available exclusively at scooterwest.com. So you can see, as a quick overview, give this thing a spin. White black with a bunch of black trim pieces. Starting at the front of the bike, we've got our custom black powder coated handlebar weights, our custom black powder coated levers, our motorcycle grade racing mirrors in black. We've got our painted leg shield trim on both sides. We've got our tinted turn signals in the front and the back, that set that we do, very popular item. We've also accompanied it with the smoked out tail light. Doug has gone ahead and backed everything up with LED bulbs, so you can see it's got our custom running light kit that adds red running light functionality to the back turn signals. A lot of people are commonly a little concerned about doing the tinted and how that impacts your visibility. As you can see, not at all. Turn signals still like an amber tint to them. And then of course he's accompanied the rear running light kit with the front running light kit that has the ultra bright LED running light functionality, and then the LED turn signals, as you can kind of see there. Running lights back on. As far as super custom stuff we've done, he came to us with the need for a little bit more black. So like we kind of say on our website, next door neighbor is one of the longest standing powder coaters in San Diego. So we went ahead and custom powder coated our front fender guard for this scooter. You'll notice too, it's actually got the painted reflector plugs. So those ugly, hideous reflectors have been removed in the front and back. Also custom powder coating wise, we did the rear Faco bars for him. Again, you can kind of see the reflector plugs have been removed. Continuing on the back, as far as custom powder coated stuff, it's got the grab rail. This is an in-stock item that we offer, as well as the glossy painted black Vespa placard that covers those rear mounting holes. He went ahead and paired it with this beautiful carbon fiber license plate frame. Doug's a taller guy. We're actually going to have him on camera. He's waiting in the customer lounge. We're going to go grab him and ask him a couple questions here shortly. You can see he's a taller guy. I think he's about 6'2". The standard seat just wasn't quite comfortable enough for him, so we went for the gel solo lowered seat. This allows you, and all the Vespa owners that own these seats, or even the Vespa owners that have these bikes, know how nice it is to be able to slide just a little bit further back. So this kind of goes with that completely like sporty package first and foremost, but it also gives him the ability to slide a little bit further back. Also paired it with the rubber floor mat that protects the paint on the floor. And then last but not least, a little tough to see, but he's got the power plug installed so you can kind of charge his cell phone, run his GPS, anything like that. Sportiest thing of all, the most eye-catching, beautiful sounding item on this entire bike is of course the black Akrapovic exhaust, the carbon fiber cap. I'm going to point out the header here. He's got about 1,500 miles on this bike, so you can kind of see the header is already kind of marinated and kind of colored that nice kind of golden bronze color. That's what those, I believe, stainless headers look like once they've reached a certain operating temperature. So this thing looks beautiful, and of course we're going to fire this thing up so everybody can hear it back home. He's still got the baffle installed, so it's not that much louder than stock, but when you hit the throttle, you definitely hear it. Adds a nice little rumble. Not only does it add that custom sound, it also adds about a horsepower of performance, and it shaves about almost 10 pounds of curb weight off the vehicle. These things are ultra light, those exhausts, in comparison to the stock exhaust. I think I've gone over just about everything custom on the bike. Let's go talk to Doug, see what he has to say about it. Follow me. All right, so we're walking through our service department. We kind of told Doug that we're going to put him on video a little bit. Last time I checked in on him, he just had a nice espresso and was kind of napping on the couch. Let's go ahead and bust in on him. Doug is alive and awake. Doug, how are you doing?
Fine, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks for being on camera with us. Go and stand up.
Okay.
So we did a little overview on your bike and pointed out all the custom accessories you've done. I also alluded to the fact that you've got motorcycles. What other motorcycles do you have, and why is the scooter better than the motorcycles?
Well, the scooter is just infinitely funner, a lot more fun to ride. It's a different experience. It's just, there is no pretenses to it. it's fun-filled adventure.
And you use it quite a bit. I know you live up the hill, so
Yes,
very
I use
close
it.
to the
I
shop.
run to my stores. I run to Home Depot. Just make little jaunts. I take little excursions down to the beach, out to NTC.
Nice.
It's just fun to get on a daily basis. In fact, if I'm not on it at least once every 3 or 4 days, I have to find an excuse to ride it.
Excellent. And you had a scooter before this, am I
Yes,
correct?
I had the 150 LX, which was an excellent scooter, and I did modify it, but like everybody else, they want to upgrade, and I upgraded to the Super 300.
And what modifications did you do on the 150? If you could rack your brain and remember back.
Yes, I put a PM exhaust on it.
Okay. Did we do a cylinder kit on that or no cylinder kit?
Yes, we did a cylinder
Oh,
kit.
that sounds familiar.
And just a few other little modifications. Mirrors, turn signals, smoke turn signals. Can't remember back that far.
Put him on the spot a little bit. You've had the white. Wait, how long have you had the white Super now?
Year and a half.
Okay, sounds about right to me. Well, let's walk over there and ask a couple
Okay,
more questions if you don't
okay.
mind. And again, thanks for being on camera.
No problem.
Awesome. All right, so we've got Doug back here. We've drug him over to the more unsightly portions of the shop. We're in Warehouse 3, and he's going to talk about some of the things that he's done, especially some of the finer details and touches as an avid motorcyclist. First of all, Doug, I said in the initial video how tall you are, and you went for this lowered solo seat. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Why you like that more than the standard seat?
Well, primarily I'm a single rider on this,
Okay.
and I think this benefits a single rider a little more. It can go 2 up, but it is basically a solo seat. But I like to sit forward on it, and that's what I find is most comfortable on the seat because it's narrow forward, very narrow.
And how tall are you?
I'm 6'4",
Okay.
approximately.
Yeah, we have a lot of customers kind of in his same height bracket that just have a tough time getting comfortable on the standard
And the
seat.
looks of it sell itself. I mean, the craftsmanship, the looks of it, it is a Vespa product, and it sells itself.
Nice. And one detail that I failed to mention that stands out is the fact that he's got our custom little license plate bolts on it that say Vespa. And off camera, he was talking about a very collectible Ducati that you have, right? What is that Ducati?
Well, somewhat. It's a Diabo, and it's not one of a kind, but it is a carbon fiber. There are only 500 of them built.
Okay.
And a gentleman in Julian ran across my bike, and the only thing he mentioned about the Ducati was that the Vespa bolts on the license plate were very unique.
And how about that? That's a Ducati where there's 1 in 500. And all this avid other motorcyclist had to say was, look at that attention
Look
to
at the
detail.
Vespa bolts on the license plate.
Another thing about this bike, it's extending on the attention to detail. He's even got the valve stem caps, right?
Yes.
The final touches, the stuff that we pick up on.
Yes.
But those are cool down there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but. Well, Doug, I don't know what else we got to say. I mean, so you say you've
Just anything you want to do to one of these is through Vespa Motorsports is just the greatest experience, the greatest dealership in the United States. West Coast, they promote themselves as West Coast, but in the United States, they're the best dealership. And it is a fact that I've considered moving away, but my considerations is leaving this area because of Vespa Motorsports and the access to Vespa.
How about that? He's staying in San Diego just to be close to us.
Yeah, can't live any place other than an area that Vespa Motorsports services.
I'll be paying him off camera for that.
No, I'm
little
not
plug.
kidding. I'm very sincere and passionate about that.
Well, Doug, thank you so much for being on camera with us.
It's my pleasure.
Appreciate the fact that you have the scooter and enjoy it, and
Always a pleasure to come down to Vespa Motorsports.
have spot for it next to the motorcycle in the garage, and look forward to.
This is my primary. This is my love. Everything else could go except my dog and my Vespa.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Steve signing off from Vespa Motorsport and Scooter West. See you next time.